Alright, what is up? It is NoFap day 66 for my ass here, and you fucking guessed it. No relapses today either, bro. I haven't been close for a while now. And yeah, dude. I've had pretty much zero urges today. It's been a very relaxed day, NoFap wise, and yeah, not even last night. Like I usually have some bit of urges at nighttime, but I didn't have any last night. Partly perhaps because I was very sleepy. I was very tired because I'd had a poor night of sleep the night before. But yeah, man, I'll take it either way. So yeah, bro, I'm currently out here just enjoying the greenery, the little this view of my neighborhood. Currently, all the trees are covering most of the houses, but yeah, you gotta appreciate the greenery while it's still here, because in a couple of months it won't be, because I'm here in Sweden, right? I live in Sweden, and yeah, dude, a couple of months after that, the trees will be entirely naked. So it's the way of life, the cycle of seasons, right? Yeah, dude. Yeah, weightlifting wise as well, it's been going according to plan. I did my normal pull workout today. I did some back and some biceps, forearms, traps, that kind of stuff as well. So I did some preacher curls, if you know what that is. It's kind of like bicep curls, but you put your elbows on an elevated like surface basically, so you get more tension in the lengthened position when your arm is stretched, because apparently that's going to be good for hypertrophy, for building muscle. So yeah, man, I'm doing preacher curls these days, and lat pull down I did as well, with 2D handles for the more lat activation. And I also did some alternating standing dumbbell curls for the biceps again, and some lat focus rows with 2D handles as well, some cable rows. So yeah, man. And then I did some shrugs, some Smith machine shrugs for my upper traps to get that fucking nice yoked look, you know. And some forearm isolation work as well. I did some wrist curls with a straight bar on the cables. So yeah, man, really, really happy with the workout. I made a lot of progression. I believe I made progression in every single lift, like every single set, which is not unheard of for me, because I'm not very advanced when it comes to lifting. I'd say I'm an intermediate, but like it doesn't occur every single training session, so you gotta appreciate it. And then I've done some stretching as well. I'm gonna do some more stretching for my height maxing. I'm currently standing at about 6 foot, roundabout, let's call it that. Maybe 5'11" or 3/4, but we'll call it 6 foot. And yeah, I'm still looking to maximize my height while I still can, because why not? If I'm going to go into a season of weightlifting where I do a lot of this physical stuff, I'm trying to optimize my sleep and my recovery and my hormones, my testosterone. I'm tracking all my micros and my macros and that kind of stuff. Why not do this at the same time? Because like you can't really work out in the gym for like 8 hours a day. So like, what the fuck else am I gonna do, right? Especially now that I have summer breaks. School starts in about 6 weeks roundabout, which I'm not looking forward to at all. I think it's useless for me, because I don't need or want a degree for anything, and I don't really learn anything from what I like, the information that I consume in school, because learning is actually not listening to a teacher talk about something or reading a book. Learning is changing what you do in the same condition. So if you put a rat into a box, and then you have a red button that, when pressed, gives the rat a little piece of cheese, for example, and then he presses it after 30 seconds. If you then bring him out and then tomorrow put him back in again, and he presses the button within 5 seconds, he has now learned. Like, he has changed his behavior in the same condition. That's something that I learned from Mr. Alex Hermosi, a big business entrepreneur, fucking amazing guy, really sharp intellectually as well. So yeah, man, if you don't change what you do as a result of learning something, or whatever you want to call it, like, you're not actually learning. You're just wasting your time. And that's what I feel like school is for me, because I don't actually change what I do as a result of the things that I'm taught in school. And I'm not taught anything. That's the key point. That's the takeaway, right? And so I feel like all the math and all the fucking Swedish, like, I'm Swedish, right? So we have Swedish class and all that gay shit, it just doesn't, I just don't really like it, I don't like sitting still and learning all this fucking declarative knowledge as opposed to procedural knowledge. Declarative knowledge is knowing the theory, like knowing about something, but procedural knowledge is knowing about, or rather how to do it, actually. So like, you can listen to 100 fucking podcasts on how to make a private equity deal, but you won't know how to make a private equity deal until you've done one, until you've made one, right? And to the same degree, you learn a lot more about working out by doing 100 workouts than reading 100 books on how to work out, right? And I just don't feel like school brings me that or provides me that in any way for anything that's really useful. So yeah, man, I don't like school at all, but we'll see how long. I'm starting in 6 weeks. Yeah, man. But it is what it is, and yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it for now. But then I'm gonna do some more stretching tonight as well. Like I did the stretching that I have done today is what's called spinal decompression. So like I hang from a monkey bar or from like a pull-up bar thingy and decompress my spine, which helps me grow taller, basically. So yeah, I've done that. 11 minutes of effective time to be exact, because like the normal recommendation is 10 minutes, but I wanted to do a little bit more, so I did 11, right? Or I do 11 every single day. Yeah. And then I'm going to do some more stretching for my lower body and like my, normal stretching, like touching your toes and that kind of stuff, stretching my quads and my abs and my spinal erectors and my lat. Fucking voice cracks, bro. But that's the thing, man. Like I think that because of the fact that I'm 17, right? I turned 18 in October, but I did hit puberty quite late. I still get voice cracks and I still like don't really have that much. For example, I don't have a lot of hair on my legs. I have some, but I not in comparison to, for example, my dad or my brother. And also, like, what else? Like, I don't have any facial hair, right? And so I definitely do think there's a possibility that my growth plates are absolutely, like, open, and that there's still very much a possibility for me to go into, like, a growth spurt again, or whatever you want to call it. Because I had one growth spurt where I grew, like, a couple of inches, like 3-4 inches in about, call it, a year, basically, really, from about 170 centimeters to, like, 180 in about a year, which is like, I believe that's about, what is it even? No, that's 4 inches, right? That's 4 inches. So I grew in like 9th grade a couple of years ago, but I've actually found that there's a lot of things you can do to like optimize your height and boost human growth hormone, and so that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, man. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the stretching, right? So I'm gonna do some, normal stretching, touching my toes, quad stretching, spinal erectors, abs, calves, all that stuff, which is going to be beneficial for growing taller as well, because you give your joints like a better opportunity to grow. Basically, I don't know all the science and specifics of it, but a lot of guys that I've seen that have grown at my age a lot do it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it as well. And after that, it's time to go to bed. I'm gonna read some a little bit on my Kindle on my phone, with like the lowest brightness, the blue light filter turned on, with like a fucking insane red filter on my phone that you can actually enable by going to color filters on your settings, on iPhone at least, and to like something like the lowest option. I can't remember what it's called, but basically it makes your phone entirely red, and so it doesn't give you any, like, it makes your phone not emit any blue light, which is going to be huge for falling asleep, right? Because the thing is, I love reading before bed, but even like just reading with a normal physical book and having like a bedside table lamp, I feel like that's a bit too much light, I want as little as possible, and I also want to be able to lie down sideways while reading, because that's the position in which I sleep. And so, yeah, that's what I'm starting to do that right now, and yeah, we'll keep going with that. And then like I'll turn the brightness down all the way, but I'll still be able to read, right? Like the letters and stuff, but just like to the lowest degree possible, while I still can read what's on the page, right, on my phone. So yeah, man, that's what I'm doing currently, and I'm spending a lot of time in bed, going to bed at like 9 a.m., waking up at about 8 these days. So yeah, getting like 10 hours of sleep. Yeah, bro, fuck yeah, let's keep grinding. Yeah, bro. Man, I hope everything's going according to plan for you as well, bro. If you're going through some tough times, just know that if God brought you to it, He will bring you through it. So stay faithful, and yeah, bro, I'll catch you on the next one. See you.